Welcome back. At least 94 people have been killed in mudslides and floods that tore through the Brazilian state of Rio de Janeiro. Residents of Petropolis were emotional as they joined rescuers wading through the deluge to search for survivors. Hundreds of people were displaced by the huge landslides, which destroyed roads and swept away cars and trees. The monster floods were unleashed after 3 hours of the heaviest rainfall in 70 years. Similar mudslides killed over 900 people in the mountain retreat 11 years ago in Brazil's worst natural disaster. Police in Canada are trying to clear protesters who have besieged Parliament for almost 3 weeks. But the truckers protesting against COVID curbs have vowed to stay put, even if that means losing their licenses. Sarah Wong reports.
Police swung into action in Ottawa to clear truck drivers who clogged traffic around Parliament for nearly 3 weeks. The truckers are angry with vaccine mandates, but their show of force failed to sway the government, which invoked emergency powers to end the protests.
If it means that I need to go to prison, if I need to be fined, it's a small sacrifice to make in order to ensure that the freedoms of this great nation are restored.
This trucker, who risked losing his license by ripping a police notice, was one of the many who stood their ground and accused the authorities of depriving their rights.
We call on our fellow Canadians to come to Ottawa to exercise their legal right of assembly and protest. The more Canadians that come to Ottawa will make it harder for the government to get the police to follow their illegal order.
The government said it had no choice after the blockade disrupted the capital and jeopardized cross-border exchanges. Some officials allege extremist links with the so-called Freedom Convoy demonstrators.
These measures were only invoked after exhausting all other options, and it is our very sincere hope that we will be able to lift them as quickly as possible.
Following the resignation of Ottawa Police Chief Peter Sloly, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is struggling to end a crisis that is severely testing his rule. Sarah Wong, HKIBC.
Hong Kong listed shares of Standard Chartered fell 2.1% today after its profit for last year came in below market expectations. The lender reported a pre-tax profit of $3.3 billion, more than double its earnings in 2020. But it missed the estimate of analysts by $500 million. The London-based bank, which makes most of its profit in Asia, announced a $750 million share buyback and raised its dividend. Standard Chartered is to invest a further $300 million on the mainland as it challenges rival HSBC for business in the world's second biggest economy.
We opened late last year a new GBA center in Guangzhou, which operates as a key business, operations, and technology hub. And I'm particularly excited about the unique competitive advantage in capturing China's further opening. And whilst the growth trajectory may not always be linear, the opportunities are very sizable. I am confident that we can double our broader China onshore and related offshore profits in the coming years.
Now let's take a look at the markets. The Hang Seng ended the day up 73 points. To the top 10 active stocks, Tencent gained $2.80. AIA picked up $1, while Wuxi Biologics was up $3.70. Kuaishou Technology was up $3.20. The Tracker Fund was up by 10 cents, while Ping An Insurance was up by 5 cents. To the forex trading against the Hong Kong dollar, the euro's at 8.87, pound sterling 10.62, and the Australian dollar at 5.62. Over in Europe, the London FTSE is currently down 43 points. On to the weather now. Tomorrow will be cloudy with 1 or 2 rain patches. Temperatures will range between 15 and 17 degrees. Brace for a cold and wet weekend as the mercury will dip to 10. Now let's take a look at the weather around the world. That's our main news for Thursday night. Join us for more news at 11. I'm Raymond Yeung. Good evening.